An intelligence bombshell just rocked Washington. A secret report on Venezuela was retracted under mysterious orders. Why? To protect powerful players at the very top. Was this about national security or corporate oil deals? Tell us in the comments what you think. Should reports like this ever be silenced? And don't forget to subscribe, because what you're about to hear is not being told anywhere else. Stay with us to find out what really happened. A classified intelligence report on Venezuela, first confirmed by the New York Times, has been abruptly pulled back under direct orders from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. The report, produced by the National Security Agency, NSA, was said to be accurate and fully compliant with NSA policies. Yet, a recall notice was issued stating, "The report is accurate and in accordance with all NSA policy, directives and guidance." However, the DNI directed NSA to recall the report. Sources told the Times that the sudden retraction was not about factual errors, but to shield one man, Richard Grenell, a high-profile political figure who also oversees the Kennedy Center. According to the investigation, Grenell engaged in backchannel talks with top officials in the regime of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. His reported objective? Negotiating a deal that could have secured major benefits for U.S. energy giant Chevron. But there's more. These negotiations, documented by NSA surveillance, allegedly revolved around an exchange: Chevron's expanded oil operations in Venezuela in return for the release of American hostages. This revelation struck a nerve in Washington. Critics say such an arrangement could have effectively pumped money into Maduro's authoritarian government, which relies heavily on oil revenues to maintain power. Inside the Trump-era administration, the proposal sparked fierce internal conflict. Secretary of State Marco Rubio reportedly rejected the idea outright, preferring a hardline, militarized approach against the Maduro regime instead of striking oil-for-hostages deals. When asked about the sudden recall, Alexa Henning, Deputy Chief of Staff to Tulsi Gabbard, the current DNI, told NewsNation that the decision has nothing to do with the contents and is about the unmasking of Americans and protection of civil liberties, something the previous administration abused and used as a political tool. The NSA itself defended the move, saying, "Making administrative edits to existing reports is an extremely common practice." This report is still available to the intelligence community. Calling it a retraction is sensationalism. Still, intelligence insiders admit this kind of recall is unusual and politically sensitive. Protecting the identities of Americans in intelligence reports is standard, but shielding high-ranking officials tied to controversial oil deals raises more questions than answers. Meanwhile, the timing is critical. The U.S. has been intensifying its presence in the Caribbean, deploying Navy ships, a submarine, and Marines, officially to crack down on drug cartels. Yet Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro blasted the move as an extravagant, unjustifiable, immoral, and absolutely criminal and bloody threat. So, was this retraction really about civil liberties? Or was it about hiding powerful connections between U.S. officials, oil companies, and an authoritarian regime in Latin America? This story exposes the hidden intersections of politics, oil, and power. Do you think Grenell's backchannel negotiations crossed the line, or was it just smart diplomacy? Drop your thoughts below in the comments, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next explosive report. Because the truth is often buried until someone dares to uncover it.